It's daytime baseball here in Major League Baseball. The rubber matchup of this series between the Dodgers and Cubs, where the Cubs took the first two of this series. Can the Dodgers get one more and snap their 5-game losing streak? We welcome you into coverage of Three's a Crowd. I'm Preston Vargas here, ready for another game here between the Dodgers and Cubs. On the mound tonight for the Dodgers, or this afternoon for the Dodgers, it is Eric Lauer. 5-0 record in decisions, 2.96 ERA. And he's gone 6 innings. And 6 innings, 5. It's pretty much good to go. Pretty solid starts for him as he faced off against Shota Imanaga, who is 7-9 this year, 3.67 ERA and 119 strikeouts. So we'll see what happens here, as we should be all set to go pretty soon. All right. So, yes, the Cubs did win the first two of this series. We'll see what happens in Game 3. And we'll get the starting lineups here first for the LA Dodgers. Ohtani leads off. Andy Pages up to second. Freeman batting third. Edman jumps up from the 8th spot to number 4. Kyle Tucker batting 5th. Mookie Betts is batting 6th. Max Muncy batting 7th. And new additions to the lineup from last night. Miguel Rojas is in, batting 8th. And the new catcher, Hunter Fiducia, making his first start This is a first start for the Dodgers. He appeared as a defensive replacement last night. Did not bat. So we should be all set here. Let's get the defensive alignments for the Cubs. So a bunch of changes defensively for the Cubs. PCA is going to move to the designated hitter. Tyrone Taylor will move from left to center, replace him there. And in left field is going to be Ian Happ, who had the night off last night. It's normal everyday left fielder. So infield is the same. We do have a change at catcher. Amaya comes out of the game. Carson Kelly comes in for the Cubs defensively. So it looks like we should be all set to go here in just a few moments. Just a reminder, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more streams like this. We are on every day this week. Tomorrow is football season officially beginning. The Panthers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Make sure to tune into that. So Shota Imanaga is taking the mound right now as the Cubs are coming onto the pitch here. So it should be all set to go here for afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field. 82 degrees, 68% humidity, and 40% precipitation. So they said there are spot showers in the area for the next couple hours. We'll see how that impacts things at Wrigley. Hopefully no delays. So it will be Shohei Ohtani to lead off the Dodgers. So, of course, Japan is probably going to watch this closely if they can. It is 3:20 in the morning in Japan right now. So, we'll see if they're up there. Of course, where the Dodgers play, it's usually a good time zone. Usually 11 a.m. starts for local time in Japan. All right, so we should be all set to go here. Dodgers and Cubs for the rubber match of this 3-game set. Otani in the box. Got Shota Minaga. Here we go. First pitch is high. Ball 1, and we are underway. ERA in July, 5 starts, 1.53, with only 4 allowed homers. One of his best months. It is his best month of the year. That's for sure. 1-0, just misses, or just hits the zone for a strike. One. Tony fouls that off. One ball, 2 strikes. One, 2. That's a ground ball foul. Otani does have an 8-game hit streak on the line here tonight. Dodgers dropped 14 of the last 25. That's interesting. 1-2. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is just missed outside. Full count at 3-2. Now 3-2 to Otani. Fly ball to right, and that is gone! A leadoff home run for Shohei Otani, his 25th of the year, and the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead. That is the 11th leadoff homer for Shohei Otani of the season. Got it right in the zone and just drove it deep. As Andy Pages comes to the plate here. That pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Leadoff homers, franchise leader Shohei Otani, 29. Mookie Betts is second on that list with 32. Pages fly ball to center. Taylor under it to make the play. First out of the ball game. So we get the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. So Carson Kelly, Imanaga the battery, Bregman, Swanson, Horner, Bush at third, short, second and first, Happen left, Taylor in center, and in right field is Seiya Suzuki. So 26 hits in his last 55 trips to the plate for Freddie Freeman as he fouls it off first base side. And Freddie's on a 14-game hitting streak at this point. 0-1. Freeman, fly ball to center. Taylor on the ivy makes the play for out number 2. So it looks like the wind is going to help the left field this afternoon. It's Tommy Edman at the plate. Wind is definitely blowing toward the left. 1-0. Just misses 2-0. 30 games this year, 2.93 ERA, 3 homers, 21 RBI. 2-0. Called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one swung on a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Also, Dodgers news: Dalton Rushing diagnosed with a partial UCL tear. 2-2. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. Dodgers go down on strikes there, but Shohei Ohtani with the leadoff home run. Dodgers take a 1-0 lead. All right, we are back. Eric Lauer, he has done well after being acquired by the Dodgers from the Blue Jays back on May 17th. ERA of 2.96. He was struggling in first half of the season with Toronto. ERA over 6, that category. Here's the first pitch. PCA drives one deep to right center, and it is gone. PCA with a leadoff homer of his own, and the Cubs tied up. That's his 25th of the year. It's 1-1. The MVP race is starting to shake up. First, Shohei Ohtani hits a leadoff homer, and then PCA says, "Hold my beer," and there he goes. Oh, man. MVP race in the National League started to shape up here. So that pitch outside to Seiya Suzuki, batting second in the ball game. Let's get the starting line for the Cubs. So as you saw, PCA leading off, hit the homer, and now Seiya Suzuki pops it up left side. And that is caught for the first out, one away. Starting lineup for the Cubs, PCA, Seiya Suzuki, Alex Bregman. Then Carson Kelly batting fourth. Michael Bush is batting fifth. Nico Horner batting sixth. Ian Happ seventh. Dansby Swanson eighth. And Tyrone Taylor ninth. So that is starting lineup for the Cubs. So we got Bregman at the plate. Takes that one for a strike. Strike one. Starting offensive alignment for the Dodgers. It's Lauer at pitcher and Fiducia the catcher. That pitch just outside, ball one. In the infield with Max Muncy at third, Mookie Betts at short, Miguel Rojas at second, with Freddie Freeman starting at first. Bregman fouls that one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bregman's playing third base tonight. Pedro Ramirez getting the night off. 1-2. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield is Tommy Edman in left, Kyle Tucker in right, and Andy Pages starting in center for the Dodgers. Gets contact on that one. Still 2-2. It's fouled off again, staying alive with the 2-2 count. Two. Bregman fouls it off third base side. Cubs offense 226 Cubs offense tied for first in the majors in terms of offense, slugging percentage, and home runs tied for ninth, stolen bases 11th. The outside 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off third base side again. Long at bat here for Alex Bregman. Here's the 3-2. Outside the zone, Bregman, does that fall? It does not. Pages another sliding catch in center. And 2 away for the Cubs. He had a couple of them last night, Andy Pages did. He does it again in center field. I think Pages will definitely be a Gold Glover at the end of the year. That pitch misses high, ball 1. Carson Kelly, the catcher, 84 games this year, 260. Batting average, 7 homers, 40 RBI. 0-1. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carson Kelly has 9 homers versus the Dodgers. Most versus any team. 1-1. Kelly with a fly ball to right. And that will fall for a base hit. So this is a single for Carson Kelly. They're getting on the board for the Cubs. And An accidental single. I don't know what Tucker was doing not going for that. Of course, this is his former ballpark. He should know the right field here. Here's Michael Busch at the plate with a runner at first and 2 away. Trying to check Kelly there at first. Doesn't bite. And the pitch just misses, or it's called strike one. Michael Busch, 241 average, 14 homers, 63 RBI, .745 OPS. 0-1. Busch pops it up. Foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 to Busch. He fouls it off to stay alive. Take a look at Monday. Michael Busch facing off against Justin Robleski. Blast that one to left field. Didn't really play well. It didn't really... He got on base, I think, last night. 1-2. Just misses high outside. Ball 1. One, two. So ground ball to second. Rojas gets the runner at first. But PCA gets the leadoff homer in the bottom half of the inning. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. So top of the second, Dodgers back up to the plate. PCA with the leadoff homer in the bottom of the first. Shohei Ohtani leadoff homer in the top of the first. So here is Kyle Tucker, the former Chicago Cub. Definitely got booed last night. 1-0. Tucker fly ball to third and lays off. Swanson to make the play for the first out. Now it's Mookie Betts at the plate. First pitch outside. Oh no, it's called strike. Strike one. 0-1. Misses high outside. Ball one. Betts fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, two. Inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's 2-2. Fouled off. Two misses high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that is a base hit for Mookie Betts into left. So 1 out single for Mookie. And that will bring up their next batter, Max Muncy. See how he does here. So here we go. First pitch. The outside, ball one. 21 homers on the season for Max Muncy. We'll see if we can get on the board here. 1-0. Fouls off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trying to check Betts at first and won't bite. One. Muncy fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to check Betts again. He goes back. Still 1-2 after the foul.
Well, the last 3 years now, that home run by Ohtani, that is 58 home runs he's allowed with his four-seam fastball. No one else has allowed more than 40 in these 3 years. So when he misses his spot, it gets hit.
Good look at the cat and mouse game there between Imanaga and Mookie.
1-2 to Muncy.
Take an additional step.
He fouls off.
Not everybody loves hitting with a stolen base threat on board. I don't think Max is one of those guys that cares. But I'm always surprised when I hear about elite players who prefer base runners stay put. Next
1-2. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. 2 away for the Dodgers in the top of the second. Another strikeout for Shota Imanaga.
Against the hitters, extremely patient, but not that time. Haven't seen many splits so far today, but
Now here's Miguel Rojas, 277 batting average on the year.
here's Chase Swings.
Here's Miguel Rojas now.
His first pitch called strike. Strike 1.
To start in this series. Did not start against the lefty Matthew Boyd.
This is his first start in the series.
And with some history against Imanaga, and Doc Roberts has him in the lineup here today.
The 0-1. And that is going to be a base hit for Rojas into left field. Opposite field hit. With runners on first and second now for the Dodgers in the top of the second.
It's good managing. Teo Hernandez on the bench today. Also had a pretty good numbers against Imanaga. But it's Miggy's turn in the rotation.
So now Hunter Fiducia.
So here is Hunter Fiducia at the plate.
Part of the brand new catching core acquired by the Dodgers at the deadline on Monday.
With the Rays and the Dodgers last year.
Wait and see news on Hunter Fiducia. I think there's concern that the elbow injury might turn into something significant. Dalton Rushing, I beg your pardon.
So Dalton Rushing, he is
Not anticipated back before September, so some experience.
might be out until the end of the month. So the Dodgers are thin at catcher right now.
On the air, a couple of guys that are familiar with the system brought back to LA.
Yeah, I always think it's a risk if you're adding catching this time of year. Boston obviously did that at the high end with Adley Rutschman to learn his staff so quickly in the most important games of the year. But in this case, both Betancourt and Fiducia have been in the Dodgers system and recently.
1-1, just in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Northcutt's known around the Dodgers as Benny Bicep. I think he should be Benny Boomerang. He's been traded and played the Dodgers 3 times, and he keeps coming back.
So he's traded and claimed by the Dodgers 3 times.
2 balls and a strike.
And he keeps coming back. That's interesting. That one misses. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Consider themselves very fortunate to have had a chance to bring those 2 players back. For the very reason you point out. You can't just bring in any catcher to receive this staff.
3-1. And Fiducia, the fly ball to right, and it's caught by Seiya Suzuki. That ends the second. Or we go to the bottom of the second. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. It's a 1-1 ball game between the Cubs and the Dodgers at Wrigley Field.
In Chicago here at Wrigleyville.
So here's Nico Horner, who homered last night for the Cubs.
Pitches in a first inning in which
Played a great game. Couple RBIs that game.
touched up by the homer off the bat of Pete Armstrong, one of the two hits. He gets in front of Nico Horner, 0-1.
Horner calls time.
Splintered the bat.
Looks like he's going to get a new bat.
Well, I know Eric Lauer is so happy he's the lead.
Shit, let me check.
There were a lot of rumors
Nico Horner last night, his stats:
years the Dodgers have traded
2 for 4,
Syndergaard.
2 RBI, 1 homer.
Starting pitcher for the Dodgers, you don't figure to start one of the first 4 games of a playoff series. You're expendable. They move you in and you stock the system.
He had an infield single as well. That's right.
Actually gave Dave Roberts a big hug. I'm still here.
That was a go-ahead run scored there.
Deadline
0-1, Horner. And that splits Freeman, goes in the outfield for a base hit. Leadoff single for Nico Horner.
third hit of the series for Nico Horner.
It's the third hit of the series for Horner.
Well, I think what the Dodgers like about Lauer, there's plenty of things that Lauer likes about the Dodgers. But Dave Roberts told us that they like the fact
As Ian Happ comes to the plate here
does not
with a runner at first and nobody out.
his multiple weapons
First pitch called strike.
sides of the plate.
1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, no, I was fascinated by that because he's absolutely correct. There's a lot of hitters, they want information, specific count situations. Where does he go to with runners in scoring position? What does he like to do first pitch?
0-1. Swung and a miss, strike 2.
Percentage is above 50%. Hitters can lean into that. And it sounds like there's really nothing to decipher from Lauer. What's interesting is he's now throwing to his 6th different catcher this year. And I really haven't seen him shake much.
In front of Ian Happ, 0-2.
The 0-2. That's outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Walk rate down, but so is the strikeout.
So his walk percentage down, strikeout percentage also down. But his pitches in the zone slightly increased.
He loves it here so much, he gladly go to the bullpen if it comes to that. And probably will soon.
1-2 is
Win a ring or not.
Well, and they also
just high, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Glasnow working their way back. In fact, last night the Dodgers had 3 starting pitchers making $92 million all-star a game. One in the majors, one in AAA, and one in Single A. That's depth.
Now Happ at the plate, the 2-2.
2-2 to Happ is popped.
That is popped up. Bet's laying off. And
One away in the
Edman comes in to make the play. 1 out.
Well, there have been 3 postseason meetings between the Dodgers and the Cubs, and all of
So 3 postseason meetings between the Dodgers and the Cubs.
them recently. First in 08,
Dansby Swanson coming to the plate.
seasons in 2016 and 17.
They met in 2016, 2017,
Anybody would be surprised
both in the NLCS.
they would meet again this year because these are 2
Definitely want to see them meet again.
kind of hard to figure National League that we all think are pretty secure in terms of postseason seeding as it is now. Of course, there's 2 months of regular season left.
That is fouled off by Swanson.
But after the trade deadline, Chicago looks only stronger. And you could say the same about the Dodgers having added
So as of now, they would probably meet in the first round of the playoffs in the NLDS.
Swanson.
Dansby Swanson comes to the plate. Actually, no.
Dansby at first.
It'd be the Cubs and the Brewers meeting, then Dodgers Braves. The wild card series wins go the way. So the Cubs would play the Phillies to start, which the Phillies, their offense looks good with the rise. Give me that 3-game set.
The more he likes it. He is one of the best hitters when it's sort of on high velocity fastballs. Not just fastballs, but high velocity ones. Don't throw him any fastballs.
So you could definitely see an NLCS Dodgers Cubs.
Met in his career
Swanson lays off that one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
86 against fastballs, 199 against anything else.
1-1. Swanson belts that one to the corner. It's a base hit, going to go to the wall. Just off the ivy. And the runner's going to come in to score. Nico Horner is in. And the Cubs take a 2-1 lead. Great location there. Swanson just gets on top of that and belts that one into the corner in left field. Tyrone Taylor, the 9th spot hitter, stepping up to the plate here with a runner on second. RBI double for Dansby Swanson. So first pitch misses high, ball one, or strike one on the swing. So Taylor made his Cubs debut last night. Second pitch swings at that one foul. No balls, 2 strikes.
Couple of guys who were teammates for a time in Milwaukee, just up the road.
0-2. That is jammed and fouled away. Looks like he's going to get a new bat. So here we go. 0-2. Called strike. Or nope. Misses low, ball one. One, two. And Taylor fly ball to right. And Tucker underneath to make the play. Swan's going to tag, go to third, and he is in. So 2 outs, runner on third for the Cubs here at the bottom of the second. And now PCA coming to the plate. He had a lead-off homer to start off the game for the Cubs. So here we go. Runner on third. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. PCA fouls it off. The 0-1. Misses high. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. So homers and multi-homer games. He's got 2 multi-homer games this year. 1-1. Swung and a miss. Strike 2. One, two. PCA. Fly ball to right. It is in the park. That is going to be a double for PCA. And that scores Dansby Swanson. Cubs take a 3-1 lead. So PCA already halfway to the cycle. I thought that was gone. Just stayed in the park. So Seiya Suzuki at the plate. He has PCA on second with 2 away.
His defense is elite. But, everybody needs a day every once in a while. Seiya Suzuki now. 2 runs in.
Here we go. First pitch outside, ball 1.
3 runs through an inning and 2/3. That matches the most runs he's allowed in any of his now 10 appearances as a Dodger.
Suzuki 0 for 1 with a flyout. 1-0. And that is knocked down and caught on the liner for Mookie Betts. That ends the second. 2 more score for the Cubs in the bottom of the second. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, we are back looking back at the first inning. Shohei Ohtani with a leadoff homer and PCA with a solo homer as well. Putting the Dodger, that one ties the game, but Cubs have scored 2 more runs. Shohei Ohtani's back up. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Ball 1. Ohtani. That's a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Wondering which team's superstar collects the most total bases at the end of the night, so far the answer is PCA.
1-1. Swung and missed, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Shohei Ohtani.
Who, by the way, is enjoying his best career whip rate in 2026, nearly 30%.
1-2. Fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Swung on a miss. Strike 3 to Ohtani.
Two of the three strikeouts for Imanaga today have come on his patented split-finger fastball.
Now Andy Pages comes to the plate here.
Good for him this year. Batting average on it down from last season. Whip rate
His batting average slightly down.
is split.
And Pages gets a base hit to left.
To left field.
1 out single for Pages.
Well, what's interesting to me on Shota is beginning of June, he moved on the rubber.
So a couple DFAs. Austin Hayes DFA'd from the White Sox.
And for someone who pitches the high-low game, I really like that because you're delivering the baseball as a left-hander if you're on the third
So Freddie Freeman comes to the plate 0 for 1
line of the plate.
in the game.
That pitch is always going to look competitive
His batting average is up to 309.
anyways.
First pitch outside.
High or low,
Ball 1.
decide, is that pitch high enough or too high? Is it high enough in terms of split or is it too low? Whereas someone like Lauer works the ball, he can work from the first base side, Lauer, because he is working angles.
1-0.
He's going to pitch more.
Swung on a miss. Strike 1.
So ever since Shota went to this side of the rubber, at the time his ERA was 4.5. It's been under 3 since then. Good 2 months of pitching.
It's an interesting observation, too, because Imanaga's not a big guy. So to work the high-low game when you're 5'10"
1-1.
is
Missing
a
low.
lot more challenging.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just working east-west, which is what you'd expect a guy of his stature to be doing.
Exactly. And he can only do that because he has incredible spin on his four-seamer. His induced vertical break is some of the best in the business. It carries through the zone.
2-1 to Freeman. Low and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike.
He has a low release point. He actually has a high arm angle. So he's a drop and drive, shorter pitcher, but he gets the hand above his head well, so he's driving fastballs with his hand behind the ball. Not many pitchers have low release point, but high arm angle.
3-1 to Freeman.
Like that
Fouls it off.
90 miles
Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, you see his reaction there.
The ball's coming from a place you don't normally see.
Yeah, that's it.
And then it is following a pattern, a trajectory you don't normally see. It's deception on delivery and variety.
3 balls.
3-2 to Freeman. He fouls it off.
Freddie foils that one off.
That's Freddie, man. There's no one in baseball who hits literally more foul balls than Freddie Freeman.
Well, I don't know of a hitter, right or left-handed, that can wait and make decisions so late in the strike zone the way Freddie.
Let's take another look at this.
That breaking ball was right under the
Good job for Freddie to foul that off. 3-2. Fouls it off again.
That is so frustrating for a pitcher. If you throw a fastball middle of the zone, the guy fouls it off, you're like, phew, got away with that one. He's made 3 quality pitches on the edges of the plate, if not off, and Freddie's fouled them all off.
Last 4 pitches have all been different pitch types as well. See what Imanaga comes with on the next
3-2.
pitch. Fastball.
That is going to be another base hit for the Dodgers into shallow center.
Hitting streak advances to 50
Freeman extends his hitting streak.
now with 1 away.
So the Dodgers with runners at first and second with only 1 out here in the top of the third.
Every pitch I wanted to, I got that one down off the barrel, and Freddie gets another hit. Last 15 hits have all been singles. And they've all been like craftsmanship, works of craftsmanship, just getting to those pitches.
There's Tommy Edman.
So Tommy Edman at the plate. He fouls that one off.
And again, worth reminding you of Edman.
1 ball, no strikes.
Against Imanaga, 4 for 9, 3 homers.
So 4 for 9, 3 homers for Tommy Edman.
Really some at bat. Freeman's, that is. 8 pitches. The last 5 pitches were the entire arsenal of Imanaga. Threw him everything he had. Sinker, slider, split.
Misses low.
Seamer, sweeper.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In, out, up, and down. And he's yet to throw a fastball to Tommy Edman.
And that is strike 3 to Tommy Edman. And the batter's challenging that. Edman's going to challenge. We'll see. And it is in the strike zone. Dodgers lose that challenge. Or Dodgers lose the challenge. They'll have one remaining. And now Tucker hears it from the crowd as he steps up to the plate. Runners at first and second. First pitch. Tucker, fly ball to center. Taylor gets it to end the inning. 2 left stranded for the Dodgers. Cubs due up when we come back. All right, we are back. So in terms of the rain, it hasn't been raining so far throughout the game. They were expecting some showers in the area. Cubs trying to sweep the Dodgers here as Alex Bregman comes to the plate. Takes the first pitch for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. And that is a fair ball. Muncy throws to first in time to get the leading runner at first.
Well, I mentioned Lauer likes to pitch on the first base side of the rubber because you're seeing a lot of breaking stuff. So he's working east-west. Here's Inanaga. Fastball split, working north to south. So his left hand, as he releases, will be in line with the plate. Lauer has some offset by working from the first base side. So that pitch is coming from an offset position, not dead on. So your swing decisions are about how that ball is moving east and west.
And Carson Kelly to the plate.
It's amazing.
First pitch, he misses on that one.
6 inches long. You get the whole pitching rubber to move around. And there's actually a few pitchers, not many, who will actually move based on the batter. Francisco Liriano, the old left-hander, used to do that. But most pitchers
0-1.
kind of like hitters. They get routines, fix their feet in a certain spot. But there's a lot of pitching coaches, if you're struggling, it's one of the things they'll look at is, hey, we've got 24 inches to play with here. Let's try this.
Here's the 1-1 to Kelly. Kelly with a fly ball to left. Caught by Edmond, 2 away.
Couldn't tell if it was a. I mean, they're clearly Nike kicks, right? We get that part, but there's a word on the back of a shoe.
So you've got my interest peaked, right?
Diamond?
Diamond.
Okay.
And now Michael Bush at the plate. That one misses high. 1 ball, no strikes.
Or the shoe model.
It's just a shoe model, so not interesting at all.
Maybe. Maybe there's a story behind it we don't know about.
Nike Air Diamond, I'm being told.
1-0.
2 balls and no strikes again.
Misses low. 2 balls, no strikes.
Sorry for wasting your time, America. Bush grounded out his first try here today. Former
2-0. Just catch the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Here comes Eric Lauer.
Is he going to be better than what's on the back of his shoe?
Well, there's 2 outs here, but does the name Victory Faust mean anything to you? He's in relation to the Dodgers being 9-0 when he starts for them. Victory Faust was a guy in 19.
Misses low outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Over on a road trip in St. Louis. He says, I saw a fortune teller, told me I'm the key for you going to the World Series. We kind of laughed at him and said, yeah, right, whatever. But they kept him around. This is just an average Joe, not a ball player. They went 34-2.
A 2-2. Bush. Fly ball to center. Pies giving chase, and it is off the wall. Going into second is Bush, and he is in for a stand-up double with 2 away.
They kept him around as basically a mascot. He put him in a uniform. And when he
So let's take a look at this again.
left in the bullpen, and they would have
Another great hit for the Cubs there. The bats are definitely flying.
here they let him pitch in 2 games. Finished 2 games, gave up 1 run in 2 innings.
Bush just missed a homer here, by the way.
So his middle name was Victor, so he became known as Victory Faust.
Okay.
Now, I must tell you that, unfortunately, 3 years later,
So here's Nico Horner. He's 1 for 1. He's got a runner on second. First pitch is called strike. Strike 1.
being a mascot in New York Giants, who talked his way onto the team, good lord, by saying, I visited a fortune teller. And I am the key to you going to the World Series.
Okay.
Yeah, a single and a run scored in the game. We'll see if he can get another one here.
Feel good story then.
It is. And Eric Lauer is like Victory Faust to the Dodgers, 9-0.
0-1.
Right on the corner.
Called strike.
Horner to put him behind
0-2.
0-2.
If you're wondering, and I know you are, the record for the Dodgers, most wins without a loss this season. Max Scherzer went 7-0 when they picked him up.
You're saying there's a chance with Lauer at 5-0, although things have not started out
0-2.
here today.
It's fouled off.
Count remains 0-2 to Horner.
Dodgers rotation entering Wednesday.
2-out double.
4th in ERA, 3rd in innings pitched. First in quality starts. 9th in strikeouts per 9. First tied for first in whip. And 2nd in opponent's batting average.
With runners in scoring position, that is. He's stranded 4.
Definitely have a great starting pitching core. Someone misses low. Bush stays at second.
We talked about Lauer's last 3 starts, actually. The 2 runs he has allowed, both on solo home runs. So he's in lockdown mode with runners in scoring position. Right here, Nico is so good at taking the ball the other way with 2 strikes. Hard to get him to commit early on something off speed. He tried the changeup right there.
Now here we go. Runner on second, 2 outs. 1-2. Swung on a miss. Strike 3, and that ends the inning. We will head to the 4th with the Cubs leading 3-1. All right, we are back. The Cubs with a 3-1 lead over the Dodgers. So we should have. It's been a good game so far. Day action at Wrigley Field.
Yeah. The little burger shop under the L made famous SNL sketches. Chiba ya, Chiba ya, Chiba ya.
Sure.
No Coke, Pepsi. Still here. Still around.
It's been around forever.
So Mookie Betts to the plate. First pitch is called strike or ball, one ball, no strikes.
Sketch.
Isn't that the story of the goat? Old goat.
60th pitch for Imanaga
That is the
is a called strike, strike one.
that came here and cursed the Cubs for some 100-odd years.
Apparently, the ushers told the owner of that tavern he couldn't bring his goat into the ballpark for the game.
1-1. Betts slices that, a base hit. Second of the game.
That's his second hit.
And he is in for a lead-off single.
Leadoff single in the Dodger half of the fourth, and again, this is where Imanaga has separated himself from Lauer. He's been able to strand base runners today.
It's got to feel good for Mookie. Got a fastball, middle in, turned on it.
So Imanaga
Betts.
has done well so far. 61 pitches.
Strikeout.
Max Muncy at the plate takes that for a strike, strike one.
Imanaga's overall opponent's batting average at 227 is good, really good. He hits another level though when there are runners on. A 186 opponent's batting average.
Oh,
when
one.
runners on base.
That swung on a miss, strike two.
Really does lend you to believe everything that Craig Counsell told us before the game about his hamstring not being right last summer was absolutely the cause for his post-All-Star game collapse.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on a miss, strike three. And one away for the Dodgers in the top of the fourth.
For a second time.
Great splits back to back. Yeah, I think that's a big part. I think Imanaga is more likely with the bases empty to challenge hitters with his four-seam fastball, and that's the pitch when he doesn't locate it well. That was a home run pitch, and I think with runners on base, you're seeing the secondary stuff really play up.
3 of his 5 strikes.
So here's Miguel Rojas. He is 1 for 1. He's got a runner on first with one away. First pitch outside, ball one.
Last time Imanaga faced the Dodgers, it was on April 26th in Los Angeles, and he got knocked around that night. Dodgers beat him 6-0. He gave up 4 doubles. In fact, Miguel Rojas was responsible for one of them.
1-0.
Well, that's a half.
That's a called strike upstairs. One ball, one strike.
I think he wanted to and thought better of it, but
Cubs rotation, 12th innings pitched,
Got 1 left.
26 in strikeouts per 9. 7th in whip rate.
Ball and 2 strikes.
that's just classic.
1 ball, 2 strikes on the foul.
Got the call at the top of the zone, come back with the split at the bottom of the zone. So much for a hitter to cover. Not just in velocity difference, but in area.
Number 9 hitter Hunter Fiducia waiting on deck.
And they're going to throw to first, try to get Betts.
Mookie has not done a lot of running this year.
Doesn't get him.
Stolen base this season.
1-2 to Rojas. He fouls that off.
So back-to-back splits struck out Max Muncy. Back-to-back splits are fouled away here by Miguel Rojas.
1-2 to Rojas. Fouls it off again.
1-2. Talked about a 40% whip rate on the splitter this year.
Imanaga 40% whiff rate this year on the splitter.
A little bit more, but having a
Opponent's batting average down to 202 on that pitch. 1-2. Just misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. 2 away. That's the 6th strikeout for Shota Imanaga. So far East All-Star Shota Imanaga, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Seiya Suzuki, Roki Sasaki, and Shohei Ohtani. All up and down Japan.
Cubs have had a handful of high-profile Japanese-born players in the past. Yu Darvish comes to mind. But the impact you're getting from Seiya Suzuki and Shota Imanaga has been immeasurable.
Fiducci at the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. That one misses outside. Ball 1. As Shohei Ohtani is on deck.
Naga pitching to Ohtani.
That's right.
And that was an event. In fact, before that game,
Outside, ball 1.
here's thinking Shohei. It's not just us, the media or fans, who were just awed by him. Imanaga said, when all is said and done, and I take my jersey off, I will think about this moment, the opportunity to start the Major League Baseball season facing Shohei Ohtani.
Here's the 1-1. Fiducci ground ball to second. Throw to first is in time. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. No runs scored. Another left stranded for the Dodgers. Ian Happ due up when we come back. All right, we are back. As a reminder, football season is back. It begins tomorrow as the Hall of Fame game. The Carolina Panthers are set to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Cover starts at 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night. Ian Happ at the plate. That one misses inside. 1-0. And yes, I can't believe we're saying this. Football tomorrow.
I just noticed the fountain from the beginning of Married with Children. I'm sure it has a name.
So 1-0, just inside the zone there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
One Chicago, one on the PCA homer, and 2 in the second on RBI double.
So we do have more baseball. Braves Yankees Friday at 7:05. So that one just misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Did you look at Ian Happ's franchise rank numbers recently?
Happ fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He might end the year in terms of Cubs history. Today is his 1,250th game as a Cub.
So 1,250th game as a Cub for Ian Happ.
He should crack the top 20. And, you know,
2-2 outside.
Marlins here, we're talking about the Chicago
3 balls, 2 strikes.
been around forever. He will have passed Frank Chance to crack the top 20 in all-time games played. Perhaps
3-2. Ground ball to third. Muncy throwing to first in time. 1 away.
Frank Chance of the famed
Can't remember if Ian Happ was there for the World Series team, but he's been around for a good minute.
That's pretty good company he's in.
Very good company.
Made his debut in 2017, so that was after they won the World Series. He's won a Gold Glove the past 4 years in a row. Dansby Swanson at the plate. Fouls that one off. 0-1.
Yeah, it was a pitch right there. First pitch fastball.
Selected him in the first round, 9th overall in 2015.
Not concede fastballs in the zone, especially first pitch. You know he's
In the farm system for most of 2017, or for most of 2016. In 2017, he got promoted to the major leagues on May 13th.
You're killing me, Smales.
Popped up,
1-2 pitches popped up. Freddie Freeman.
and Freeman makes the catch. 2 away.
Let's take a look at Capital One checking accounts. We're talking no fees, no minimum.
So Ian Happ, I remember in 2018 for opening day, on the first pitch of the Major League Baseball season, he hit a home run. Became one of the second player to hit a home run on the first pitch of a Major League Baseball season. So here's Tyrone Taylor coming to the plate here.
Tyrone Taylor being acquired.
First pitch low outside, ball 1.
Take Ian Happ's right-handed at-bats. Happ has really struggled batting right-handed this year.
Happ's hitting
1-0
150.
out just inside, 2 balls, no strikes.
And Taylor, he bashes against left-handed pitching. It's a great fit. I thought this was a great pickup. One of those deals you don't pay much attention to, but realize you got yourself a premier defender plus runner.
Fouls it off, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, come off the bench.
His PCA is there on deck.
And I just wonder, man, postseason scenario, if the left-handed starter, so there's Tarek Skubal on the mound, does he get the start over Ian Happ? I mean, we're a long way from that, but at least that's an option.
2-1. That is fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes.
And asked him if he needed to pull Ian aside. Explained to him that, like, look, you're not a platoon player, but we're going to occasionally platoon you. And he said they want to get Ian Happ going from the right-handed side.
0-2. Taylor from outside the zone. That is fouled off. Left side.
Apartment land out there. And obviously, you're managing a team with postseason aspirations. You want your important tenured leader players feeling as good as they can, whether they're switch hitters or whatever the case may be. But not at the risk of giving up outs, because as you mentioned, Happ's right-handed numbers are not good this year.
Here is the 0-2. Just misses high. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Ian Happ really is a very big part of this team, his culture, the locker room environment, you name it. And I want him at full capacity. But if 6 weeks later he's still in the corner for the right side,
And Taylor with a base hit to left.
I'm sorry. In that postseason environment, short sample size, I can
So 2 outs, single for Tyrone Taylor. Puts the Cubs on.
not now.
It's a really big two-out single because it puts a base runner aboard and keeps
So base runners on for Pete Crow Armstrong. Coming up to the plate.
Tyrone Taylor. Yeah, they wanted the ball.
So MVP watch, PCA 2 for 2, homer, and a double, 2 RBI. Ohtani 1 for 2 with a homer. Here we go. First pitch PCA. Swings and misses at that one. Strike one. He is on cycle watch here. Go one. Just outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Fourth season with the Cubs, 2-time NL All-Star selection. Gold Glover last year, 3 straight seasons with 25 stolen bases. And a die-hard Bears fan. PCA drills that deep to right. His second homer of the game. PCA extends the lead with his 26th of the season. It's 5-1 to the Cubs. That's why you don't allow the hit for Tyrone Taylor, or else you have to face that guy, Pete Crow Armstrong, who sent that, mashed it deep to right. It was off the scoreboard as well. Suzuki at the plate with 2 outs. Den of the scoreboard in right field. You can barely see it. Go 2, swung on a miss, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two one. That is slice to the base, hit to left. That's going to go toward the wall. And Seiya Suzuki into second. He's going to stop there instead of going for 3. So Lauer's starting to get in trouble here. They started talking about what street that was. It was Sheffield that's where it would have landed. So Waveland Avenue is the street that goes along left field. The corner is Clark and Addison, where home plate is. So 5 runs allowed today, most allowed by a Dodger. Or most allowed as a Dodger today. Arguably his worst outing as a Dodger. And now here comes Alex Bregman. So here we go. First pitch. Bregman slices, another base hit. Suzuki rounds third. He's going to go home. He is in. And the Cubs lead it 6-1 here in the 4th. We'll see how long Lauer has to go. He is getting rocked here in the 6th, or in the 4th inning. So here we go. Carson Kelly to the plate. First pitch It's a strike 0-1.
slugging profile now. Like, you're paying for mistakes against PCA with home runs now, not doubles and triples. And that's why, as you mentioned, this MVP race is on.
Here's the 0-1 to Kelly. Just misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Carson Kelly lays off the pitch outside.
Take a look at the PCA home run.
The early low, he gets that foot up really early. Balanced. I mean, I give him a ton of credit because he always had obviously athletic skill.
Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike.
He's worked to develop that kind of a swing and balance.
Third multi-homer game of the season, 9th of his career for Pete Crow Armstrong.
Slugging over 550 to lead off.
Interested to see what the betting odds for the MVP are tomorrow after the results of today. Outside 3-1.
Carson Kelly.
Or that's a called strike.
This what if game. What if Shohei Ohtani doesn't pitch again this year? He's already made the 14 starts. That the value there is immeasurable. We get it. He's a two-way player.
See, if Ohtani doesn't pitch again, that's a good question. Would he still win the MVP or be in the running, be the front runner for it?
We've documented going nuts.
0-2. So that's fouled back.
Because
2
he's
balls, 2 strikes.
defensive players in baseball, regardless of position. Does that count the way Shohei's pitching counts in the minds of voters?
The answer to that is yes in the minds of voters. Now, anybody can take an argument that it's not the same, and I get it. There's only one unicorn. Make 14 starts and hit 35 home runs. But the voters are going to look at WAR. And the defensive value of PCA for a guy who's slugging 560 is going to have an astronomical WAR.
So Lauer steps up. 2-2 to Kelly. Here's the pitch. This is low outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
So, yes.
Shohei started play today per Fangraphs with a WAR of 6.4 and PCA at 7.5.
Says 3-2.
Full count to Carson Kelly, 3-2.
Here's the pitch. Kelly fouls it off, stays alive.
Say Shohei back on the mound.
So if he makes a handful of starts and they're as impactful as his first 14, he runs away with it again.
Maybe not unanimously. I mean, I think everywhere he's won has been unanimous. At least the last couple of years.
Now here is the payoff to Carson Kelly. Kelly, that is going to be another base hit. And runners at first and second with 2 outs.
2 outs, base is empty.
It's 2 outs, base is empty for Tyrone Taylor. He got on. PCA clears the bases with the second homer of the game. And Seiya Suzuki got in with an RBI from Alex Bregman. So we'll see how long Lauer has to go.
Dodgers have Ricardo Enriquez up in the bullpen. He's been throwing.
Looks like you have Henriquez in the bullpen for the Dodgers. First pitch.
The 11 hits today against Eric.
Outside, ball 1.
I mean, I know it's left on left, but this is a situation where I don't care. I want a new arm in the game. He's just left up. See how many pitches he's left up in the zone. 90.
1-0. Outside, ball 2.
Cub to come to the plate in the bottom of the fourth. Every Cub has a base hit today, with the exception of Ian Happ, and we're only in the 4th inning.
2-0. Called strike, 2-1. So just on the broadcast, every Cub has a base hit except for Ian Happ tonight. We'll see if that changes. Only the 4th inning here. 2-1 to Bush. Bush pops it up. Going to the seats.
Pitches here, and he's creeping up on 100 for the game now.
And just got away with that one again. Look up.
11 hits tonight, 6 earned runs, 1 strike, 1 strikeout. Here's the 2-2. Outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Dodgers have had a couple of opportunities to use that challenge.
3-2. Bush pops it up left field. Edman there to end the inning. Cubs score 3 more here in the 4th. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. As Shohei Ohtani leads off the top of the 5th. MVP race, it's Shohei Ohtani's turn. And he takes that for a ball.
2 homers, 4 RBIs. So far, outshining this man, Shohei Ohtani, who himself has homered this afternoon.
1-0. Ohtani swings and chases that one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's 1-1.
Your turn, Shohei. That's a lot to answer.
That's a lot. I mean, got a little catching up to do. PCA's got 2 homers and a double.
And Ohtani with a base hit to left to lead off the 5th for the Dodgers.
Well, the 4-time MVP has already accomplished almost everything the sport offers, save that elusive Cy Young award. You get an ordinary guy, put him in the phone booth. He comes out as the Dodgers Superman. Numbers that are astounding on both sides of the scorecard. That's how you win 4 MVPs. In the minds of many, Tom, the greatest player to have ever played the game.
So Andy Pages to the plate, runner on first with nobody out.
You think about how difficult hitting is in this day and age. All the pitchers that you face, the velocity that you face, the spin that you face. He is not only elite at that, but then he's elite at preparing himself to pitch. That alone, the physical
And that pitch just high outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
challenge in today's game.
1-1. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
First season game.
Right.
And knowing Shohei, don't bet against it, folks. That's who he is. He's a two-way player. He loves that more than anything else.
2-1 pitch.
And Pages with a fly ball to center. Taylor under it, makes the play. Ohtani thought about tagging, but he's going to stay put at first.
Well, we've seen something this year in terms of managing Shohei that we have not seen previously as an Angel or a Dodger. And that's the idea that they'll give him days completely off after days that he starts. And the Dodgers started doing that in late May, something that they did a handful of times this year. Now with Shohei not pitching because of the knee injury, it's less of a talking point.
So Freeman at the plate. He is 1 for 2 in this ball game.
Managing Ohtani and almost saving him from himself to some degree.
First pitch fouls it off.
0-1 the count to Freddie Freeman.
No balls, 1 strike.
I do think that it's a case of that our animations are contrary. He's not Superman. Right? And I think you saw that in his hand.
So he did catch him on the hands there.
Really started barking because
So 1 ball, 1 strike.
pitching. That really is a two-way duty.
Throwing first, try to get Ohtani.
He's got a really good move. It's almost a borderline block move there at first base. We've seen a couple of times.
They've been kind of winking and
The 0-1.
each other ever since Shohei.
Freeman fouls it off.
It's been kind of fun to watch.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Shohei's probably saying, I'm not going anywhere. We're down 5 here.
That's right.
We need base runner.
That's right.
Leave me alone.
The 0-2. Freeman. Fly ball to left center. It is caught by Taylor. He throws into second. That was almost going into the ivy, but Taylor making a spectacular play in center field. Calling off Ian Happ.
I'm just glad they didn't converge because it's the new center fielder here to the Cubs anyway. Great jump on this baseball. And sometimes it's hard to get
Nearly colliding.
bleacher creatures, the bleacher comes. And that right there he heard him. Peeled off at the last minute. If he didn't hear him, at least he caught him out of his corner of his eye.
Our first class play of the game presented.
Now here is Edman at the plate.
Count is 0-1 on Tommy.
Fouls it off for the first pitch, showing 1 count now.
The 3-run rally with a 2-out base hit last inning. Saves the ball from getting into the gap that would have scored a run. And now Edman, who's really had his hands full with
0-1.
Naga today.
Fouls off.
0-2 again. Struck him
No balls, 2 strikes.
first on a 4-seamer in the third.
He just fouled off his favorite pitch, Tommy Edman. High fastball. We've got no walks. The candidates inning throwing 69% strikes.
So no walks in this one for Shota Minaga.
Strike throwing machine.
0-2. It's a ground ball to second. Horner throws to first, and that is not in time. Edman beats it out for an infield single. Counsell is not going to challenge.
Shaded over, so he can't get to this baseball. Was not hit hard. Watch Shota. He thought about trying to get it, but he said, I've got a great infield behind me. Just too much speed out of the box. That is a
Yep,
long
just got there in time.
bag.
Kyle Tucker coming to the plate. Runners at first and second with 2 away.
Popped up to shortstop in each of his first 2 at-bats today.
Tucker's 0 for 2, pop out and a fly out. 10 homers on the year. First pitch.
Cubs fans need to
Check swing outside, ball 1.
velocity somewhere else. Feels a little unfair to boo Kyle Tucker here. He wasn't here for very long. Had a great first half. Decided to sign an uber lucrative deal to go to a juggernaut team
Tucker pops it up. Swanson giving chase. Lays off Tyrone Taylor. There to make the play to strand 2 runners for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 5th with Nico Horner due up. Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 5th. New pitcher in for the Dodgers, Edgardo Henriquez, 43 games this year, 4-1 record, 4.00 or 44 innings pitched. So he takes over in the 5th inning. So we got a defensive change too. Kike Hernandez is in at first base. Kike Hernandez working his way back from injury. Takes that for a strike. You know, Horner does. It's now 0-2. So Kike Hernandez replacing Freddie Freeman. Interesting. That is fouled off. That is weird that Freddie Freeman was pulled. We'll see if we can get a report. Didn't notice anything from him. 0-2. Ground ball. Oh, Henriquez couldn't get it. And Muncy couldn't pick it up. And Ian Happ is in for an infield single. So I got a studio update. Junior Caminero of the Rays. Here we go. Blast one deep to left. His 33rd of the year, Junior Caminero puts the Rays up 3-0 over the Colorado Rockies. Nick Martinez on the mound for the Rays, celebrating his birthday today as well. And next Sunday I'll be seeing the Rays in person when they face off against the Orioles. So Ian Happ comes to the plate. He is the only cut without a base hit tonight. Yeah, Sunday, June 16th, that's going to be the Peacock NBC SN game for Sunday morning leadoff. at noon.
Mid to late summer rut.
Be down there with a friend of the show, Jackson Burleson. So it should be a fun one there.
The story ends. They've won the World Series in 2
Outside, just inside, ball one.
But in
So Dave Roberts in his 11th season as Dodger manager, already 1,000 wins.
down to the end, every team
1,013 and 620
have looked
is his record. 1-0.
Yeah, they're seeing coming.
Just misses high, ball two.
I mean, a lot of teams suffer from those hangover effects, but you generally see that in the first 2 months of the season, right? If you go to the World Series, the Dodgers, it comes a little bit later. And they're actually, I can't believe this is actually a possibility at this point, but
2-0. Just catch the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike.
to a wild card series by not getting one of the top 2 seeds in the National League. Now, remember, they did that last year. They had to go through the extra round last year.
right, and they didn't care. They punched the Reds right in the mouth, and that was that.
That was like, let's stay sharp, play through the wild card series,
Right.
not sweat through it.
2-1. Hap fouls that off.
But the gap they had on the other teams in the National League is disappearing as far as one of the top 2 seeds.
That's right.
And it matters. The Dodgers will tell you they're not one of these teams, oh, let's just get in. They do want to play through the regular season, 162, to get that first round bye. It really does make a difference. Now, you could say last year it didn't because they got through pretty easily.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on a miss.
When it comes to
Strike 3 and 1 away
Eager strikes out Ian Happ.
for Ian Happ and the Cubs.
But that's
So Swanson comes back to the plate.
little rut comes at the same time each of the last 3 years. Their worst 25-game stretch last year was
You'll definitely want to get Swanson out here as you don't want to face PCA again until the 6th. His first pitch. It's on the outside.
about it. The way they load manage their starters,
Swung and missed to that one. 0-1.
urgency in bringing back Glasnow, Snell. They've been given as much rehab time as they need. No panic from that guy, that's for sure. He has set such a winning culture here.
Well, Snell last night threw 73 pitches in his rehab outing. So he's either going to make his next start with the Dodgers, or maybe needs one more. Glasnow's just starting out. He just threw 16 pitches, so he's 3 or 4 starts away.
The 0-1. That is fouled off.
Some bad
No balls, 2 strikes.
Sinkers
So Dodgers bullpen entering Wednesday. 29th innings pitched. The 16th in ERA. Strikeouts per 9. 4th. Walks per 9. 24th. Whip rate 10. Opponent's batting average 3rd. Don't get a lot of usage out of the bullpen because the starters tend to go all the way. That's a pass ball, and that is going to send Horner into second.
Well, it's got to be the pass ball. Late tight break on this slider. It did bounce, but they'll probably call it a wild pitch by default.
scored as a wild pitch.
Looks like he was scored as a wild pitch, not a pass ball.
Actually move to get in front of it either.
Here's 1-2. Swanson fouls that off.
Center cut.
Tyrone Taylor next, and then a 4th dose of Pete Crow Armstrong, who has homered twice and doubled today.
And the 1-2. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and looks like the catcher is challenging for the Dodgers.
Last chance at it for the Dodgers. They've only got 1 left.
And they had 1 left. We'll see if it is. And it is a strike. Just hits the zone.
I'm not a lip reader, but I saw Hunter Finuccia mouth the words, "Come on." Like he really.
So strikes out Swanson. We go to the ninth hitter for the Cubs here, Tyrone Taylor.
Leads off the inning in the
So that was huge.
that's knowing
You gotta get him out if you don't want to face PCA until the next inning.
So here's Taylor, who again started the mess in the fourth inning with a two-out.
Runner at second. Called strike. Strike one.
That heater is lively today for Enriquez.
Yeah, that was a little backup slider, by the way, that got Dansby Swanson.
Tyrone Taylor had the 2-out bases empty single that started the 3-run rally for the Cubs. Oh, and he's hit.
Nowhere to go. And he's wearing the pad in the right spot.
And that sends up the guy that you don't want, PCA, to the plate.
Well, they're going to have to face PCA this inning anyway.
So here comes Pete Crow Armstrong once again. 2 homers and a double. So MVP watch. Ohtani's 2 for 3 with a homer. Pete Crow Armstrong 2 homers, 2 homers, a double, and 4 RBI today. That is the difference here.
Part of a 6 for 11 series against the
He's 6 for 11 in the series. Swings at that one. Strike one.
Red. Got it by him.
Watch on this pitch how early PCA picks up his front foot. He gets ready so early, and after being tardy there, maybe even a little earlier this time.
Pete Armstrong has never
Here's the 0-1.
homer game.
PCA fouls it off.
Behind 0-2.
So PCA has not had a 3-homer game in his career.
Slider, hittable. Watch his balance. Foot comes up and he just waits. Quiet, quiet. Bam. Explodes into the ball.
Huge batting gloves. Those are halfway up his forearm.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on a miss. Strike 3 to PCA. Lucky to get out of that one as we end the 5th. Cubs lead it 6-1. All right, we are back. A 6-1 lead for the Cubs. As we got a new pitcher in the top of the 6th. Tyler Ferguson in his 17th game, facing off against Mookie Betts. So Imanaga would get the win here in this one. Betts gets a base hit. Swanson tried to dive for that, couldn't get it. So Mookie Betts 3 for 3. He's been the most consistent to get on base for the Dodgers. See, that's the problem for the Dodgers. They have 8 hits but only 1 run. A lot of guys left on. So Max Muncy to the plate, takes that for a strike.
Max is happy to see anybody other than Shota Imanaga out there. Struck out twice against him today.
0 for 2, struck out twice in the game. That misses low, out inside, ball 1.
Imanaga was great today. Tom, you and I were talking about between innings. I don't remember watching one of his starts with fewer fly balls than what he allowed for today. 5 innings, did give up 8 hits. Only 1 earned run, struck out 6, pitched out of trouble all afternoon.
1-1. Muncy, fly ball to right, and it's caught by Seiya Suzuki for the first out. So Miguel Rojas coming to the plate here. Okay, so an update. Freeman exits Wednesday's game after a concerning check swing. So third first trying to get Mookie Betts. This is according to Sports Illustrated. And check swing. It was down the middle, strike 1. Rojas 1 for 2 with the single. Oh 1. Fouls that off. 0-2. So there's the 0-2 to Rojas. He swings and misses, strike 3. Chases that up and out of the zone. And it looks like we have another studio update. This is from Texas. Looks like Brandon Nimmo at the plate. Hits an opposite field homer to left for his 12th of the year. Rangers up 5-0 over the San Francisco Giants. Getaway game of that series. So Fiducia at the plate fouls it off, 0-1. So looks like the Pirates released Marcell Ozuna, who's been struggling this year. I think it's unfortunately the end of the road for him. I think he's 35 years old as Fiducia fouls it off. The 0-2 just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Run differential, if that means anything to you. Ball and 2 strikes to count to Hunter Fiducia, trying to keep the inning alive and give Shohei Ohtani a chance on deck with men on.
Just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, Shohei Ohtani on deck. Hoping to get this third out before you have to face him. Here's 2-2. Fiducia, fly ball to center. Tyrone Taylor underneath it. Stepping back onto the warning track. Makes the play. So we will take a break. Go to the bottom of the 6th where the Cubs are due up with Seiya Suzuki when we come back. All right, we are back to the 6-1 lead for the Chicago Cubs. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Kyle Hurt in the game now for the Dodgers. His 35th appearance, 3-1 record, 35 innings, 43 strikeouts. We'll see how he does this afternoon. Seiya Suzuki to the plate. First pitch is a called strike, strike 1. So 0-1. Swung and missed, strike 2 to Seiya Suzuki.
Pitched last time on Sunday against the Red Sox and was charged with a run on a Jarren Duran homer. Had 2 innings of work in that loss. Again, the Dodgers trying to avoid a 6th straight defeat.
0-2. Just outside. Ball 1.
They're going to have to come off the mat and do it today. Trailing by 5.
1 ball and 2 strikes for Seiya Suzuki. 1-2 to Suzuki. And that's a fly ball deep to left. That's going to be foul.
Played his college baseball at USC. Ball and 2 strikes to count to Seiya Suzuki, followed by Bregman and Kelly in the Chicago half of the 6th.
So here's the 1-2 to Suzuki. Swung on and missed. Strike or no. It was fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off.
In today's world, that's actually a skill for pitching now. You have to teach it, watch it.
Still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Seiya Suzuki.
Really super obvious. But there's so much self-scouting that goes on in the game today. Teams watching their own pitchers. It's a
1-2. Fouled off.
Anti-Roki Sasaki.
yeah.
The last time you and I were on the air on the showcase for a Dodgers game, it was last week. We were talking about Roki Sasaki and his inability to do what you just described. And now the Dodgers prescribed a larger glove for him to try to help make that tell harder to pick up on.
1-2. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. One away in the bottom of the 6th.
Keep the hands close to the body because he was showing the glove to the hitter and doing some things that a hitter could see whether
Now Bregman coming to the plate here
it wasn't comfortable. He's a guy
with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th.
away from his body, so they came up with another solution. A glove that many cows gave their lives for. It's
huge. There's Bregman now.
Bregman swings and misses at that one. Strike 1.
I mean, by comparison, you look at the glove that Kyle Hurt's using right now. This is a big boy. He's 6'3", 240. And it looks like a kid's glove on him.
0-1. Just misses low outside. Ball 1.
Bregman has an RBI single on his line today. He's hit safely in all 3 games of the series.
The 1-1. That's a ground ball to third.
Ground for Muncy.
Muncy throwing to first in time. 2 away in the bottom of the second for the Cubs as we have a game break. Let's go. Let's tell you about our WNBA lineup this weekend. We will have 2 Aces games Saturday afternoon. Las Vegas Aces taking on the Minnesota Lynx, and then on Sunday they take on the New York Liberty. We'll have coverage of those games this weekend. Kelly flies to the center, and Pages under that. 2 in the inning. The Cubs go in order in the 6th. We'll take a break. We'll go to the 7th coming up. All right, we are back. Started the 7th inning. think this is Shohei Ohtani up. Yep. For the fourth time in this one. It's 2 for 3 in this ball game. Saw a homer and a single. Ferguson's still out there for the Cubs. See how long he goes. Ohtani giving chase to that. Strike one.
And it's a ball and a strike to Ohtani, who has added a single to his homer day.
So 1 ball, 1 strike to Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani can stand in the same batter's box as Babe Ruth once did. This place, Fenway Park, the only place.
1-1 outside.
Cited the
2 balls, 1 strike.
shot against Charlie Root. 2 balls and a strike to count to Ohtani. 2-2.
Fouls it off. 2-2.
It's an interesting note per the great Sarah Langs, who informs us that there had never been a game in Major League history where 2 players who had finished in the top 10 in MVP
Swung on a miss. Strike
homered
3.
in the top and bottom.
That's 1 away for Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers.
These guys are both going to be top.
To start at the top of the 7th.
Yes. Put a Quinella box around it and win your money.
That's what the odds say.
MVP odds courtesy of BetMGM.
So taking a look at the MVP odds. PCA takes the lead at -125.
We went on the air.
So this is according to BetMGM.
PCA now.
So PCA is now in front for the MVP race.
Oh, man. That's unbelievable. When was the last time somebody not named Ohtani has been the shortest shot perennial MVP? Maybe when Ohtani played for the Angels.
Yeah, with Judge.
That's unbelievable.
MVP frontrunner. PCA.
Did Baez swing the bat? They appealed down to first base. He did not.
So they say Ohtani did not. PCA did not. Paz did not swing at that one.
Line move, Tom.
Ball 1.
Especially if you go back a month or so when Ohtani was still pitching. He was the overwhelming, prohibitive favorite. I mean, you had to lay
So this game, Shohei Ohtani 2 for 4. PCA 3 for 4. 2 homers, 2 double, and 4 RBI.
ball and 2 strikes on Andy Paez.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Baez. He fouls that off. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I mean, PCA is doing things on the field and doing things among the fans that no Cub has been able to do since
1-2.
Sammy Sosa. There have been
Outside.
players that have come through here.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Some good teams, but this guy is a sensation in the marketplace, and for all the right reasons.
Got a big extension in the offseason.
Full count, 3-2.
And the count is full at 3-2 to Paez.
PCA one of just 2 players in franchise history with a 30-30 season that he did last year, and Sosa's the other.
3-2.
On the back.
Fouls it off third base side.
Elite defense. Heads up in there, by the way. The manager. Still got quick feet.
Let's see. Nearly hit Craig Counsell.
Craig Counsell's in tremendous physical condition. If there was any doubt, there it is.
3-2. Swung on the miss. Strike 3. 2 away for the Dodgers. The top of the 7th.
That's a fastball with a lot of movement and velocity from a low arm angle. Impressive.
So now Kike Hernandez making his first plate appearance of the day. It's a guy that Dave Roberts told us before the game he wanted to get a day off for. Kike made his season debut only last week.
So here's Kike Hernandez.
Word on Freddie's status.
Freddie Freeman left the game. As Kike flies out to center. And that is out. So we'll take a break. We head to the bottom of the seventh when we come back. All right, welcome back. We are in the bottom of the seventh with the Cubs leading the Dodgers 6-1. Alex Call is the new center fielder for the Dodgers, replacing Andy Pages. So Kyle Hurt's still on the mound for the Dodgers. Bush sends that for a base hit. And a leadoff single for Michael Bush. So, of course, talking about the debut of Tarek Skubal last night for the Dodgers. Struck out 6, but the Dodgers still lost. Called strike to Horner on the first pitch. So count is 0-1 to Horner. Oh 1. Horner with the fly ball to left, and that is a base hit into the ivy. Comes out, and Bush is going to round third and go in to score. An RBI double for Nico Horner, and the Cubs extend their lead 7-1. So great RBI there for Nico Horner. And going on.
in the ivy, and it should have been called dead. Tommy Edman put his hand up.
So they're challenging to see if it was a dead ball in the ivy. Let's take a look. See, it bounces, came into the ivy, but then came out. I don't.
Well, that's a close one, Matt, because it came out rather quickly, but it was held up for a second there. I think they're going to let this stand, but I could be wrong. Let me ask you this.
It was held up in the ivy, but actually not held up that by that much.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, because the slow motion is going to distort what actually happened. But this is one of those where it didn't immediately bounce out, but it definitely was held up slightly. And so
It was slightly held up, but came out.
still be a standstill. We'll see.
I'm with you, Dale. Do you happen to know what the exact verbiage is on that? Is it held up? Is it lodged? Is it dead?
I think
And here we go.
lodged is in there.
Our call is confirmed. The Dodgers lose their challenge.
And the run scores. Dale, thanks for that. And the Dodgers, who've had quite a bit of success with their challenges this year, lose one. That was a good time to use one, though, I would say.
Yeah, but I think
So Ian Happ comes to the plate, the only hitless Cub in this ball game.
if not
See if he can get on base here for the first time. With a runner at second, nobody out.
and deadening that play.
First pitch called strike.
Ian Happ still looking to join the party on an afternoon where Chicago has a double-digit hit total. Happ is without one.
Struck out back in the fifth his last time up.
The ball hit a basket and went through the ivy. And it
0-1. Fouls it off. Down to an 0-2 count for Ian Happ.
that basket, right? Like people are saying, why is that basket there? What the heck is that doing?
People would put their drinks and their coats up there.
Even more than that, people were up there. They were falling onto the field. It started in 1969 with the bleacher bums, and then opening day of 1970.
0-2.
there were
Misses high.
fights,
1-2.
just basically bedlam out in that outfield. And people were literally falling onto the field. They put the basket there to prevent human beings from falling onto the field. There actually was a big brawl after opening day in 1970.
Swung on a miss. Strike three for Ian Happ.
Where they finally said enough is enough.
So they're just explaining why they had baskets in the outfield at Wrigley. They're explaining that they put them up in 1969 because fans were falling onto the field because the fans were starting to get rowdy around that time. So to keep people from falling onto the field, they put baskets there. Dansby Swanson at the plate. 1 for 3 in the ball game. So Dansby Swanson at the plate. It's 1-0. Swung on a miss, strike one.
I remember the playoff series in 16 when the Cubs beat Johnny Cueto and the Giants. I think it was a 1-0 game. Javi Baez hit a home run in the basket. And like the ball never left the field proper.
1-1. That's a fair ball. Muncy misplays it. An infield single for Swanson.
That's a winner. I didn't think he was a baseball fan, Nick. Come on, I love homers. And this little bad boy lets me pick one for free every day of the week. I can make a big for Moonshot Monday, Tater Tuesday, Walk-Off Wednesdays, Thumper Thursdays, Floor Batter Fridays.
So first and second with one away. Tyrone Taylor with one out.
Base before he actually secured the baseball. It came up and the ball came out.
So I think they're going to make a pitcher change here. Hurt's going to come off the field. So we'll take a break. Runners have first and second, one out. We'll be back after this. All right, welcome back. So I got a new pitcher in the game for the Dodgers. It's a right-handed pitcher. This is Jonathan Hernandez. 13 games this season, 7.32 ERA. We'll see how he can do in this one. Signed in May after getting released by the Phillies. Starron Taylor has an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Taylor from outside the zone. Fly ball to left. And it is caught by Edman with 2 away. And now PCA with a chance to clear the bases here. He has 2 homers. First inning and 4th inning. So we'll see. 2 homers, a double, 4 RBI total. Struck out his last time up. And that is popped up. He knew that immediately. That ends the inning. Cubs still lead at 7-1. We'll head to the 8th when we come back. All right, we are back as we head to the top of the 8th. Caleb Thielbar, the new pitcher for the Cubs. The 40th game of the season, 3.97 ERA, 43 strikeouts in 34 innings of work. So out there on Saturday, his first appearance since then, facing off against Tommy Edman. His first pitch just misses low, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0, outside. A curveball, 2 balls, no strikes.
So in the universe of three-peats, you've got the Yankees and Athletics, correct?
Correct.
So no National League team.
That's right.
Dodgers trying to be the first.
It's fouled off toward the Cubs dugout.
Just a little too quick. Dino Evil scattered down there.
Dino can still move.
You better be able to now that they enforce the coaching box rule.
That's right.
2-1. Called strike. 2-2.
Stand wherever you want stuff.
Well, it doesn't prevent those coaches from stealing pitches and tells, looking into the gloves of pitchers,
2-2.
and reading
Foul off.
all the way down the line.
Still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2 balls and 2 strikes on Tommy Edman.
Not exactly in the box, but he's not beyond it.
It's the pitch outside.
Count now.
Count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Cubs have a weird schedule up ahead. They've got Toronto coming in town for a day game tomorrow, which is a makeup from an earlier rainout.
And Edman fouls that off.
And start a trip in Kansas City. They're in this stretch of 17 straight without a day off as a result of that rain cancellation makeup tomorrow.
And a fly ball for Edman to left. And
For out number 1.
plays made by Happ for out number 1.
Well, that was one reason Craig Counsell told us is that PCA was DHing today, right? This stretch of 17 games in a row.
Now Kyle Tucker comes back. 0 for 3, a pop out and 2 flyouts.
Center field, he certainly won them. That's like telling Superman today, no cape. Go do your thing, but no cape today.
Right.
First pitch called strike.
For 3. It just does not look comfortable at the plate. Well, if you're the Dodgers,
The 0-1.
day off tomorrow.
High out, high and inside, 1-1.
To Phoenix to start a weekend date with the Diamondbacks.
So the Dodgers play the Diamondbacks this weekend.
Turnaround here today. They'll get to
Cubs play tomorrow afternoon against the Blue Jays for
losing streak.
a makeup game after a
Freeman gets nipped
game in that series was rained out. Tucker swings and misses that one, strike 2.
still fighting.
Before facing the Royals on the weekend.
Dave Roberts' guys have fallen on tough times this week.
Yeah, Kyle Tucker just doesn't look right. Hasn't been all year.
1-2. Misses low outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
With his feet in the lower half, and the base is just not steady. He's always been an unorthodox hitter, where he will drop the barrel of the bat down before he brings it through the zone. It's always worked for him, but when it gets a little off balance,
And Tucker gets a base hit into left center. Opposite field hit. He is on base with a 1-out single.
year. I would say with most hitters, that's a really good sign. He's not an opposite field hitter. He had one opposite field hit home run last year. Watch how flat this swing is, getting on top of that high fastball. Low finish. That's much quieter lower half. He's just
Now here's Mookie Betts, 3 for 3.
games
This
to
time with the runner on first.
feel like it's coming. The start of something.
First pitch. Betts. Another base hit, 4 for 4 on the day. And Tucker will go to second.
Again, to remind you, he had been 0 for his last 13, but 4 singles.
Betts was 0 for his last 14 and now has 4. He's 4 for 4 this afternoon. So now coming up to the plate, Max Muncy is 0 for 3. So Muncy on first and second with 2 on. That one misses high outside. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Muncy chases that one out of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1 to Muncy. You know, down by 6, you're not really thinking about pinch hitting options, but we are at the bottom of the lineup.
Here's the 1-1. Muncy, fly ball deep to right. Suzuki on the chase, and it is gone. Max Muncy with a 3-run shot, his 22nd of the year. Dodgers back into this one. They're down 7-4. So it's 7-4 now.
He made him look so bad on the previous breaking ball, and this is what Max
Let's take a look at that again. Muncy just takes that for a ride out to right field.
really what his game is. Not only Kyle Schwarber, and he let him miss that pitch. But he had such a defensive swing, didn't track the previous pitch on the breaking ball. And right there, you're just defending the home run against Muncy in this game with 2 runners on base. You just can't make that pitch.
So Rojas back up on the plate. Back to the plate here. 1 for 3 in the ball game so far.
And that has given the Dodgers a little late life this afternoon. And as I was just getting ready to talk about on the air, they do have some bench options available, notably Teoscar Hernandez today.
And that is a called strike. Strike 1.
Ryan Zefferjon, one of the new
Looks like Ryan Zefferjon warming up for the Cubs. 0-1. Rojas, that's another base hit into the gap between left and center. Happ is going to throw it in, keeping Rojas at first. Another single for the Dodgers here in the top of the 8th.
four straight hitters that have reached base safely with one away here in the 8th.
4 straight hitters reach for the Dodgers with 1 out.
Craig Counsell is trying to find out if his new arm out in that pen is ready.
Craig Counsell, we'll see.
He's asking if the hitter's been announced yet. I gotta believe he's gonna make the move.
Yeah, he's seen enough.
A great play by Happ, by the way.
We'll see.
Didn't double play and worry about cutting that ball off. So Nicky Rojas, all intentions.
Is that it
But made a smart
for
move.
Thielbar?
So
So a meeting at the mound.
new Cub arms and Ryan Zefferjon, who made his Cubs debut just yesterday with a scoreless inning, will be called on to work in.
And here comes Craig Counsell. That's going to be it for Thielbar. Ryan Zefferjon is going to come into the game here for the Cubs when we come back. Okay, we are back. Ryan Zefferjon 46 games this year. Only a second with the Cubs. Made his debut last night. Had a scoreless inning. 3 straight outs. Teoscar Hernandez, the pinch hitter, coming in for the catcher, Fiducia. Definitely a good option off the bench here. Looking for something.
Regular bench option for the Dodgers. He's usually out there to start. He's only had 1 pinch hitting opportunity this year, resulted in a walk.
CO2 swung on a miss. Strike 3 to Teoscar Hernandez. Now back top of the order now to Shohei Ohtani. So you still have 1 player off the bench, Ben Rortvedt. I assume he's going to come in to be the catcher. Shohei Ohtani, 2 for 4. Misses outside, ball 1. And called strike 1. On the pitch inside. On the changeup, 2-1.
Usually talk about right-handers who have success against, or rather lefties. Sorry, right-handed pitchers that have success against left-handed batters. Changeup hitting the neutralizer.
Yeah, dead in the ball. That slider, you can go back foot with it.
Ohtani, fly ball to left center. It is gone. Ohtani, his 2nd home run of the game. His 26th of the year. And it's 7-6. So PCA with 2. Now Shohei Ohtani with 2 homers. In a 7-6 ball game. Unbelievable. Now Alex Call in for his first time. So Dodgers were down 7-1. Now it's all of a sudden a ball game. Alex Call at the plate here. And Call is hit by the pitch. He'll go to first. Oh no. Now we'll have a meeting at the mound. So Kike Hernandez coming to the plate here for the first time. So you got Ryan Rollison warming up in the Cubs bullpen. Throwing first, trying to get Alex Call. So the biggest blown lead for Cubs was 5. They were up by 6. Kike at the plate misses high, ball 1. Ohtani 3 for 5, 2 homers, 3 RBI. PCA 2 homers, 2 double and a RBI. 4 RBI. Just need to relax and get out of the inning here. The pitch fouls off for Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez is the 9th Dodger to bat in the inning.
1-1. Kike fouls off. 1-2 the count.
The Cubs bat the bottom of the 8th. They'll have the 2-3-4 part of the order.
So Cubs love the 2-3-4 part of the order coming up here. Fans coming to their feet. 1-2. Outside on the pass ball. Call is going into second to get into scoring position on the wild pitch from Zephyrjon.
Base runner is against Zephyrjon in his career, about 17 for 17.
2-2. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. Zephyrjon gets out of that. As we'll go to the bottom of the 8th, but not for the Dodgers. Piling on for a 5-run top of the 8th. We'll take a break. All right, we are back. Shohei Ohtani with a leadoff homer in the top of the first PCA. Homer in the bottom of the first. And then a 2-run shot for PCA later in the game. And then Ohtani with a homer. Getting a 2-run shot in as well.
Flashing back to those old fast food commercials, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Right?
So bottom of the 8th. Seiya Suzuki at the plate.
Can you top this? Yeah, I can top that.
Oh, man, this has been so much fun to watch today, and it's turned into a one-run contest. Again, the Cubs had what looked like an insurmountable 7-1 lead headed into the 8th.
So Suzuki, 1-0 pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Or 2 balls, no strikes.
Seiya Suzuki facing Evan Phillips.
Evan Phillips, new Dodger pitcher of the game. 5.17 ERA, 0 for 2 record. It's like it's starting to rain. Some fans are starting to get their ponchos on. It's outside, 3 balls, no strikes.
Meatiest part of the afternoon. Teoscar Hernandez stays in the ball game.
Teoscar Hernandez still in the ball game.
And a 3-0 pitch is popped up.
Has popped up.
Kike.
Kike makes the play. In foul territory for out number 1.
The MLB Network Showcase is brought to you by
See, who's a defensive replacement?
and in part by Engine. Teams travel.
Looks like Broitvet comes in to replace Alex Call. He's at catcher now. So Hernandez takes left field and Edmund shifts over to center. So the fans are putting ponchos on.
Dry cleaners. Clear plastic. They use as a raincoat.
And outside,
Any port in a storm.
1 ball, no strikes. So I don't think I've ever worn a poncho.
Others just don't care.
We're just out there in the rain.
Ball and strike to count to Alex Bregman.
And a ball and a strike to Bregman.
We're running all these great historicals now on the performance that PCA and Shohei have treated us to this afternoon.
The 1-1.
This one is fun.
It's popped up.
This is just the third
And it is
baseball history.
caught by Edman in center field for the second out.
Standing with homers, and then gone on to hit another home.
Now here's Carson Kelly coming to the plate.
And Brad Miller and Ben Zobrist in 2013.
Thought for sure Ricky Henderson was going to be one of those other games, but hey, I mean, it's the way the game is played now. We're talking about these
So
two.
there we go. Carson Kelly fouls that one off. No balls, 1 strike.
With that leadoff on third, on fourth, hit with your best right out of the gate.
Yeah. I mean, just because you got a game with the 2 MVP frontrunners, it certainly doesn't mean that they're not going to come out here and lay an egg. That has not been the case.
Yo, 1. Kelly smacks that into left center for his 3rd hit. So Kelly's aboard with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th.
This ball. Evan Phillips has been in the middle of the plate these last 2 games for the Dodgers. Got to be very careful. Kelly doesn't miss this one. You're right. This is a scare off that wet grass that Evan makes sure he keeps that runner at first base.
Looks like Evan Phillips' afternoon is done. So another pitcher change when we come back. All right, we are back. Jack Dreyer coming to the plate here. 47th appearance this season, 2.96 ERA, 53 strikeouts, and 45.2 innings pitched. It's Michael Busch at the plate. He is 2 for 4. He's got a runner at first with 2 away. So we'll see what happens here. 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. James Triantos is the pinch runner for the Cubs, replacing Carson Kelly. Here we go. The 0-2. Busch pops it up. Third base side, Muncy there to make the play. So we go to the top of the 9th. Jacob Webb will try to close the game when we come back. Just past the 3-hour mark of the game as the Cubs hold a narrow 7-6 lead over the LA Dodgers. We're staying looking back at 2016, the NLCS between these two teams, where the Cubs won it in 6. Cubs went to the World Series and won their first World Series in 108 years. Jacob Webb, 5 for 9 in save opportunities this season, 4-2 record. Team leading 51st appearance out of the bullpen. And pitch down the middle, strike 1. And Edmonds going to challenge down to their final. That is outside. Call overturned, so it is 2-0. Dodgers still have 1 challenge remaining. Ground ball to first. Underhand throw to Webb to make the play. 1 away for the Dodgers. So Dodgers down to their final 2 outs. Kyle Tucker coming to the plate. You can tell from the boos. Miguel Amaya comes in as the catcher. So Tucker to the plate. Two scored in the 8th. Swung on and missed. Strike one. 0-1, just misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a slow grounder to third. Throw to first in time. 2 away. Dodgers down to their final out. It's a great job by Bregman at third. Staying with the right place at the right time. Anticipating the bunt his side. So here's Mookie Betts. He's 4 for 4 as the Dodgers are down to their final out. Called strike, strike one. A first pitch changeup. Low outside, 1-1. Here we go. Ball and strike to Mookie. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1. There's a 2-1 to Mookie. Outside, 3-1. So Max Muncy had a 3-run homer, tying the gap. Betts, fly ball to center, and it is caught to end the game. The Cubs sweep the Dodgers. The Dodgers have lost 6 straight games, and the Cubs win. This one 7-6. So anyways, that will do it for coverage tonight. 2 runs by Ohtani, 2 homers by Ohtani, 2 homers by PCA in a compelling game here. So from Three's a Crowd, I'm Preston Vargas saying so long as the Cubs are 7-6 winners. We'll see you again tomorrow night for preseason football action tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern. Make sure to join us then. In the meantime, have a good evening. We'll see you again next time.